It's Friday, and we're catching all kinds of news around the National Football League due to these injuries for Week 6. A big one with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rachaad White's listed as doubtful, and that means there's only a 25% chance that he's going to play, which means it's Bucky Irving time. We've been waiting for this all season long, and now he's going to get his opportunity, and this could be a grand situation, and we're going to deep dive that right now. We're going to look at the advanced analytics and everything else, but before we dig in with this deep dive, you need to click that subscribe button right now, because we're doing deep dives on as many players as possible every single day. We're using these videos to help you set your lineups. We're hitting up the waiver wire very hard every week. Ric Flair's watching you. You don't want to disappoint him. You need to click that subscribe button right now. It's only going to help you out. But Rachaad White, he's listed as doubtful, more than likely out. More than likely out. And there's a lot going on this week we need to look at, a lot to take consideration with. But Bucky Irving, we've been waiting for him to get a bigger workload. Now's the time. He's going to be the starter. He's going to get the touches. He's been looking good, running between the tackles, catching the ball in the backfield. He's been looking good at college. He's instantly been looking good during his rookie season. We're liking him. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. And the reason why we go this far back on our deep dives on our rookies is because we want to connect the dots to see how they could perform at the NFL level. And there's clues from high school through college that can show us that. He received 24 offers. That says college football liked him. That says college football thought he had a lot of upside, and a lot of teams wanted him. That being said, we go to Minnesota. We rush for almost 700 yards. We transfer to Oregon, and we immediately start producing back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. When you look at the tape from back at Oregon, he's good between the tackles. He's solid between the tackles. He makes guys miss. They also line him out in the slot a lot. He's good in the passing game. He's good as a wide receiver. He's good catching the ball out of the backfield. He's a jack-of-all-trades running back. Even though he's not a big, thick 220-pounder, he is a guy that can hammer it between the tackles for size. He runs with a lot of gusto, has good vision, very patient, but we got that 4.55 speed. We're good enough to get the job done. Statistically, comp to Theo Riddick. What does that mean? Theo Riddick was a stout running back. Catching the ball out of the backfield, was good for what he was at the NFL level. Bucky Irving's better between the tackles, but he's also, like Theo Riddick, good in the passing game. That's good for fantasy football. We're already seeing it on the field. We just wanted more of it. And we're going to get more of it this week. Rachaad White's getting the workload. Bucky Irving, 5.6 yards per attempt there. Looking solid. 247 rushing yards on the season and a touchdown. Rachaad White's out. Rachaad White's out. Bucky Irving's going to get some touches. Watch Sean Tucker. Watch his touches as well, because he's an interesting prospect. But again, Bucky Irving with a 20% opportunity share. Rachaad White with a 26% opportunity share. Both of them sharing snaps here. Rachaad White's getting a lot more snaps than him. Bucky Irving's going to get them all this week. Not all of them, of course, but he's going to get a huge snap share this week. But he's also running a fair amount of routes, 8.8 routes per game. If that's increasing to around 20 this week, he's going to get some targets, and he's good in the passing game. He's a better route runner, and he's got good hands than Rachaad White. Rachaad White's got a lot of pop. He's got a lot of size-adjusted athleticism. But Bucky Irving, good at all phases. Excited to see what he can do with a full workload here. But we got the New Orleans Saints. We got a 41.5 over-under. But this game script could be different. Even though they're about league average against running backs the last 3 games, it's been looking good for running backs, especially with Saquon Barkley popping off in the tail end of that game. Bijan Robinson able to get a little something done. Kareem Hunt looked good for the Chiefs in Week 5. But Spencer Rattler is the guy in this situation we got to look at. We got to look at him, because I did a video on Spencer Rattler. You got to watch the whole thing to get my analysis on him. However, I'll cut it to you right now. I said he's either going to be really good and wow you, or he's going to be tremendously bad, because that's what we saw in college. It was either tremendously bad or to the moon. That's all we saw, and that's all we're going to get out of Rattler. We're not going to get something in between. Rattler's got that upside. He could sling the rock. He could hit. But if he doesn't, and he's throwing 3 to 5 picks, then the Bucs might rout. And if they route, this could be a Bucky Irving game. And if it's a Bucky Irving game, he's going to splash because he's tremendous between the tackles. The team likes him. He fumbled and they brought him right back in. And this team's good when they have 2 running backs on the field. They like to use him and Rachaad White both on the field. So you might see Sean Tucker on the field with them as well, mixing in the workload. Don't be surprised to see some extra snaps from him. It's all on Rattler's shoulders. If you don't like Rattler, then you like Bucky. If you like Rattler and you think he's going to hit, you might be stepping away a little bit, but I wouldn't. I'd be chasing them touches. And look at where he's ranked for 4 for 4. They moved him up quite a bit. RB15 in the rankings. He's an RB2. He's a push with some of these top guys, but look at the guys ranked below him. DeAndre Swift, it's kind of a push. You may want to go with DeAndre Swift there. James Cook, more than likely out. J.K. Dobbins against Denver, a push. I kind of want to lean Irving there. You got Antonio Gibson, bad matchup. Jerome Ford, bad matchup. Devontae Williams, you're not trusting. Travis Etienne, you're not trusting. Rico Dowdle's been hot, but he's not really that much better than Bucky Irving. Brian Robinson injured. That being said, Bucky Irving's a hot name. I just helped you with your start sits. Anybody below that, you're starting Bucky Irving over them. James Conner, Dave Montgomery, Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, Tony Pollard, Chuba. They're safer with the touches and workload. You know what you're going to get out of them. But Bucky Irving's got the upside this week, especially against Spencer Rattler. You don't need him. You're good at running back. He's already rostered. You can't get him. But Bucky Irving's a guy you're looking at. He's a guy you're excited about. And you need touches. You got Bucky. You're going to get the touches. He's going to get a good snap share. He's going to run a lot of routes. He's going to get a lot of opportunity. And there's a lot of opportunity in this matchup, especially if Spencer Rattler hits the downside. Because I'm saying with Spencer Rattler, it's either going to be all the way down to the ground to hell or to the moon. To the moon or to hell. That's what I said in the video. Go check that out on Spencer Rattler. It's always at the end when I do these unique videos, because why would I give you the meat and the dessert in the beginning? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.